ask you a question. What would you do if you only had one suit of clothing that you can wear for your entire life? And this clothing is magical. It will grow to fit into your size, but you only have that one piece of clothing that you get to wear your entire life that you are on this planet called Earth. What would you do if that was the only clothing you get to wear your entire life? How would you take care of it? How would you use it? How would you maintain it? How would you give it love? Would you make sure that you clean it so it's nice and clean? Would you make sure you maintain it so when there's wear and tear that you make sure that the tears don't grow bigger and doesn't break? Will you, when it doesn't fit you properly, you will adjust it so that, it doesn't make you feel uncomfortable and give you wedgies or something like that. You adjust it. You're not going to just continue wear the piece of clothing so that it's uncomfortable, but you just still wear it anyway. That would be very weird, right? So think about this. So we're in this Tony world, and we're aware of, we've heard of the term body, mind, soul. We've also heard of the term the triad, the state, where there's the physiology at the bottom, then you've got the focus, language, meaning on the sides. Imagine, now let's get creative here. Imagine that we are souls, you can call it spirit souls, who are in this place called planet Earth, and we come in here, and in order for us to be able to, touch, feel all the five senses, and do things that humans can do, we wear a suit that is called the body suit. All right? The clothing we wear as souls to be able to operate on this place called planet Earth is a body suit. And that is the clothing us souls wear for the entire life that we are on this planet. Do you get where I'm going with this now? I hope you do. Follow me here. All right, so we are souls, we don't have any body, so we come in here, we wear this suit called the body suit. Now, how would you take care of this body suit you are wearing? Like if you only had one set of clothing your entire life. For those masculine energies out there, imagine you only have one car, okay? You can drive your entire life, only one car, okay? For the feminine energy out there, one set of clothing. Okay, you can probably relate to that. So this bodysuit, you only have one. How would you take care of it? So when your body is like tensed up, are you just going to carry on and keep doing the work and not take care of it and just feel uncomfortable the entire time and just let it get worse? Or are you going to take care of it straight away? If the car was messing up, like the car was out of petrol, what would you do? You would add petrol to it, right? You're not going to just kind of keep on running on empty tank, okay? And you would make sure you maintain it. You set it, go back into the place where you go maintain the car and get it maintained. You get it washed. Same thing. So why do some of us don't take care of our physical body suit? What's stopping us from doing that? Have a think about this. Why is it important to take care of our posture, our alignment, our body when we are on this place called Earth in this body suit? You don't have to. I mean, I've done that. I've been there and down the road where I haven't taken care of my body. I didn't do any exercises. I was eating junk food and I got into a lot of pain. So much pain that I couldn't even sit for more than 3 seconds. I would need to stand up because my butt was just screaming pain. All right. And until I found the postural alignment method and then the pain went away. Then I learned that it was so important that when your body is in pain, it's like when the clothing, there's a tear in it, your body communicates to you and lets you know what's going on. Just like the car, there's meters in the car, it will communicate to you and let you know what's going on, that there's not enough oil in the tank. You need to go add oil. There's not enough air in the tires. You need to pump it up. The body also communicates to you in the language that we don't remember how to communicate in, called pain. Ta-da! And it will communicate in the language of, let's say, from 0 where there's no pain, and 10 where there's so much pain you want to, just bash something. It will start with 0 pain, and then if you don't take care of it, it'll go into 1, 2, 3, where you're going to start to feel something uncomfortable, some tensions going on. And if you still don't do anything to take care of the body, the pain will keep on increasing. And some of us, like I was doing this for, let's say, how long before I noticed? God. I probably, after I graduated from high school, I probably wasn't properly exercising for a good 10, 15 years. I was just working, clocking off the 9 to 5. And not taking care of my body, not doing any proper exercises, not enough, not stretching my body, and sitting in front of a computer desk 9 to 5. Actually, it's more hours because I was working in Asia back then, so it's like 12 hours days of in front of a computer. My posture was pretty much like this. It was rotated and didn't look sexy at all when you see yourself in front of the photos, but I had no awareness. And I didn't know why. And then when you bring a posture like this into doing exercise, let's say you start playing tennis and you're using a lot of shoulder arm movement, I ended up dislocating my shoulder because my body was out of alignment. And you can see it as, if your car was already, empty tank and you still try to drive it, you're going to crash it for sure. If your clothing already had some tear in it and you didn't mend it and, fix it and you keep on wearing it, what's going to happen to the piece of clothing? It's going to tear. Same thing with your bodysuit. It's going to tear if you don't take care of it. When it's telling you that it's tensing up, you need to stretch it out. You're going to end up injuring yourself. So this is how the body communicates to you. Now we know the basics. And now we know the basics, so then why is it important? Apart from, so that we don't have to live in pain all the time, there's actually a deeper meaning to why we should take care of our physical posture alignment, okay? Getting rid of the pain so you can live pain-free is just the surface of what we are seeing. It's like the tip of the iceberg. What? And it's that physiology in the triad. That's the easiest thing to change for you to get into state, okay? And then easiest thing to change for you to get out of any physical pain. Now, the deeper meaning of this, for those who want to know more, actually, our postures that we are in all the time, for example, if you are used to a posture where you're always just kind of your shoulders are rounded and you're like hunched back like this, and you're not even aware of it. Like you can look at yourself in the mirror. Like how are you standing when you're in front of a mirror front on? Have a look at yourself. And you can even take a photo of yourself standing in front of the mirror, just your natural posture. And then just turn to the side and then also take a photo of your posture from the side. Get a friend or do a selfie of what you look like from the side. Are you standing like this? And then also look from the back. Like, are you standing like this when you get a photo from the back? And then from the other side as well. And then when you get the photos taken, just simply look at yourself and you can draw a line on the front photo, draw a line from your nose to your belly button, all right? So to do this, you probably need to show your belly button when you're taking your self photo, all right? No one else is gonna look at it. Draw a line from your nose to your belly button and just see, is that line straight or is it crooked? And then if it is straight, is it smack down the middle of your body? Is your body left and right side symmetrical on the left and right side of that line? Or does it look different? On the left of the line, your shoulders are lower. On the right of the line, your shoulders are higher, for example, your hip. See if there's anything that's not matching. Because for a healthy posture, your left and right side should look the same. Vertically, horizontally, and the angles should be the same. These are the basics of what a healthy posture alignment that is in balance should look like. So have a look at that from the front photo and the back photos, and you will see that, my shoulders, one is higher than the other, the hip, one is higher than the other, maybe your head is tilting, maybe your nose to your belly button is offset to one side. Maybe you will see that, how come one arm looks closer to the camera and the other arm looks further away from the camera? Because it looks smaller. You can see the angle of how your arm is relative to your body. Do the angles look different? These are all indications that maybe your posture is out of balance. And when it's out of balance, that's when the tension and the pain starts to happen, because that's the body telling you, you need to stretch your body. You need to take care of your body's flexibility and strength. A lot of us only think about strength when we think about exercising and taking care of your body, but we forget that it's also equally as important to also train our flexibility physically. Okay, not only mentally, but physically, we need to take care of our body's flexibility as well as the strength. They come in a set because our muscles come in a set, you know. One is flexing and one is tensing up when we are moving. All right, so that's how you can take care and look at your posture. Now you can see your posture. You can see, okay, maybe, my shoulders are actually out of alignment. It's rotated. Okay, one is forward than the other, and then there's rounded shoulders going on. When you look from the side photo, you can see that if you draw a line from the ear all the way down to where your ankles are, does it look like your head is in front of the line or behind the line? Where are your shoulders compared to the line? Then you can see that, okay, there's indications why I feel tension all the time, because your body is in this position 24/7, non-stop, not resting. And not only that, how many years has it been in this posture for? I bet it's more than 1 year. 5 years, 10, 20, 30, okay? The number keeps going. And even if you are already doing exercises that are already taking care of your body, like you're doing a lot of walking, you're doing yoga, for example, you're doing a lot of strength, great, fantastic. At the same time, think about what is the goal, the outcome you're trying to achieve when you are doing those exercises. Are any of the outcomes to do with your posture alignment? I was recently in India getting my yoga teacher training done, and then I realized that the yoga teachers there, even though they were amazing at doing all these really cool asanas, they can do anything, but they were still walking around like this. Okay, but when they start doing the exercises, they go into the proper body, the proper body positions they need to get into the exercise. But when they're not doing it, they're still slouching. And then I noticed the difference in, you may be doing a lot of exercises, that's great, but it's the intentions, the focus, the outcome you want from the exercise. Are any of the outcomes you are focusing on with an outcome of you want your posture to be in alignment and in balance? If that's not part of the regime that you're doing, then you're not going to be looking at it. Okay? And the only way you can be looking at how your posture is, where focus goes, energy flows. You need to set the intention of you also want to take care of your posture. Because if you're only practicing, for example, yoga, the outcome, the ultimate goal of yoga is actually to sit in the cross-legged position so you can meditate for as long as you can and get into the enlightenment state, samadhi. So it's not about just because you do yoga, your body, your posture is going to be in alignment, because that's not the focus of most yoga practices. That's why to do posture alignment specifically with the focus on you want to align your posture. You take photos and look at yourself on what your posture looks like, and then you set the intention choosing exercises that is going to help reduce your rounded shoulders, reduce your hump back, reduce the rotation or reduce the tension you may have going on in your legs. That is what's going to help align your body. That's the difference. And then when your body is in alignment and balance, you can improve your sports performance by, I've had, my clients say they've increased by 30%, 50%, 70%, depending on what they're doing. If you want to train your muscles, you are going to be able to if you're training your muscles, you are going to be able to push out more weights than when your body is tense and out of alignment. Okay? For example, if you are playing golf, so I have many clients who play golf. When you have more flexibility and strength at the same time, when you rotate, you are going to be able to hit way further than you can when you are already in a tense position like this. And the benefit is you will reduce the severity or the probability of injuring yourself because your body is already in the state of where you can do anything. That's the physical benefits. Now, the further deeper benefit of why we should take care of our physical body, our posture alignment is, we have the technique called anchoring. When, if you anchor yourself, let's say you anchor yourself with a fist and you're going to feel great. All you need to do is to do this fist and you feel great. In the yoga world, there is a similar language called mudras. And what mudras is, it's like, those symbols when you meditate. Sometimes we're told to, have our thumbs and our index fingers like this and put it on the top of our thigh, or have our palms like this, namaste. These are actually gestures that's going to trigger the physio-psychological signals in our brain. So when you go into this gesture, for example, the palms together in front of our chest, that's sending a signal into your brain that this is to trigger your emotions of peace and calmness, because that's activating both your left and right brain. Put it in front of your chest. That's going to bring you into the heart center just by using this posture of palms together, namaste. All right? So with this in mind now, when your body is constantly 24/7 in, let's call it the home posture, the posture that you are normally at without when you're unconscious of it, if you're unconsciously normally falling into a posture that is like this, which is most of what I see in my clients at the beginning when they come to me, posture of this where your head is forward, you're slightly hunched back, and your shoulders are rounded. Okay, now we've been to many UPW events. We know that when Tony plays the game of, now imitate what you would look like if you were shy, depressed, and sad, and not confident. Remember that game? What is the posture, the universal posture that everyone goes into to represent that state? You guessed it, this. So when you're in this state, you are unconsciously sending signals to your brain, to your heart, that you are always, constantly, just not confident, sad, depressed, doubt. It's unconsciously sending signals to your brain to say you are in this state. So no matter what you do, you're probably always taking one step forward, two steps back. One step forward, two steps back. You don't know why you're jeopardizing your progress. It's because you're constantly in this posture without noticing. So this is where the power of awareness comes in. I believe that with this awareness of how you can look at your postures, that solves 80% of the problem, because now you're aware, you know why you should take care of your posture. We're in this environment where we have so many tools. We're blessed with so many tools at the tip of your fingertips. Okay? I'm happy to share posture alignment exercises where, it's going to help you just get your body to reset and get into alignment within 5 to 10 minutes if you do it. So if you're interested in that, I'm happy to share a video next time for you to do this. So if I can get 20 people, let's say, reply in the thread that yes, you want to see a posture alignment exercise video, then I will make one for you, because now you know why you need to do it. I'm more than happy to share with you how you can do that, because it is so simple. So simple. This is my secret when I'm serving events, while I can reset my body and recharge my body after a nap or after an evening. I can come back the next day and rock and roll, full of energy. It's because I take care of my posture when I'm resting. So this is why I've been sharing many videos in the events before as well. So that's another reason why you should take care of your posture. Another deeper meaning of how postures can affect you mentally, emotionally, spiritually is another method of school that I've been learning recently called quantum healing hypnosis technique. And from that technique, it says that the other reason why your body is sending signals of, let's say you have pain in your shoulder, pain in your lower back, for example, the other deeper meaning behind it is that it could be sending you a message that there are some sort of emotional blockage, some trauma blocked within that area. For example, if your shoulders are constantly tense and tight, could it be because there's some blockage that you are carrying a lot of stress in your life right now or in the past? Something there that you are holding on to unconsciously that is holding you into this posture of stress. And then when you're in this posture, it creates the negative cycle of tension because the muscles are constantly in that position. So to summarize what I've covered, I know I'm going very fast because I don't know how much time you guys want to watch this video. In terms of the triad, triad, at the bottom, there's the physiology. So that's the reason why when you take care of posture is so you can get out of the physical pain. That's the easiest, okay? And the quickest change you can make. It's the physiology. Do the exercises, you can get out of pain. The deeper meaning is the focus and the language and meaning. Is that it could be sending you signals to drive you to an emotion of where you feel you are not confident, sad, depressed. If you are in certain positions, that will trigger that meaning. And then the other thing you can focus on is that, where are the emotional blockages or traumas that you are still not aware of unconsciously? When you let go of that, then you will get into a state where you are, aligned and balanced. And then you are connected with the divine, the divinity within yourself, and you are just going to feel bliss. That's it. So this is me sharing with you why it is important to take care of your posture. Hope this helps. Leave a comment in the thread so I know what you would like to see more of. And if you want to see an exercise video, also post that in the thread, and then I will be more than happy to share another video with you in another 2 weeks' time so you can follow it and then take care of your posture. See ya! Thank you! Mwah.